Is that because you forgot the cowbell?
Yeah, I didn't ring the cowbells. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And,
I'm Hess.
we're Hessless today, boys and girls. Could be great, could be terrible.
Huh.
So, yeah, I wrote down a couple things we could talk about. First thing, I thought about, Hess isn't here, so I don't get to ask him my random questions that I always ask on the podcast.
Like if his shit's bigger than the toilet?
Yeah, so I'm going to ask you instead.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, would you rather...
I hate these questions.
Yeah, I know you do. That's part of the fun of this, actually. Would you rather get a finger in your butt from a you're not going to know what size it is. Just a random person, they'll, like, spin a spindle, like, and land. And that's the person they're going to put a finger in your butt.
Who signs up for that? Like, oh yeah, I'll go on the wheel.
Either way, you get, let's say you get, like, I don't know, $5,000 or something in the end of this. You get some kind of money. They'll spin another wheel. Oh, sorry, Nick, you want a nickel.
So wait, you haven't even got to the second option yet.
I haven't yet, but you're asking me questions. I have to...
Oh, all right.
I have to. Okay, so you either get a finger in your butt from a random stranger. For sure, you've never met the person, but you don't know the size of the finger, who they are, whatever. Or get punched in the face once by Mike Tyson.
Like, current Mike Tyson or like Mike Tyson when he was a fucking badass?
Does it really matter?
A lot.
So if it's now Mike Tyson, you're gonna pick that one. But if it's like back in the day Mike Tyson, you're gonna take a finger in your ass, basically.
Yeah, kind of.
What if it's Mike Tyson like 5 years ago?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I feel like Mike Tyson would knock me the fuck out.
That'd be the good part of it.
But depending on whose finger it is, like, what if it's Manute Bol?
What if it's Mike Tyson? Oh, he's got big fingers, huh?
Well, he's 7'7".
What if it's Shaquille O'Neal's finger?
I mean, he might as well just fuck me. Just saying. You know, I like how... Like,
I didn't think it was gonna go there.
like, you're explaining stuff when I ask questions. You're like, I got to it. You asked me questions. But like you answered them. You just went up on your own little bit.
I answered it, didn't I?
I don't think so.
How did I not answer it?
I don't even remember what I asked.
I don't either. Yeah. So, do you want to... I put a list of stuff down that we could talk about.
Let's talk about
I
sex.
kind of remember it a little bit off the top of my head, but I can go back to my list.
I don't care. Whatever.
Okay, well, let's start...
Let's talk about The Sopranos. So we watched episode...
No Sopranos this week. We're free from that.
Free from that. You do make it a chore.
It is kind of a chore. Like, it's a fun show, but I don't think it's a fun show to do a podcast on.
I enjoy it.
I enjoy watching it, but I feel like talking about it. But I think it's just because I've already seen it. So to me, it's just like we're just going through it.
Just wait.
Like, I see it's exciting for us. But I already know a couple spoilers up ahead, too.
Well, stop looking up shit.
I'm the one... I have to do everything for this fucking show. So, make a thumbnail. Boom, boom, boom. Here's a oh, that person's dead. Cool. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, that person... Something happens to them, too. Cool.
You stop looking up shit.
I'm not... I never once Googled blank blank's name. What happens to them? Oh, wow. It's just... I Googled a picture of them, and it's like... And it's because back in the day, people would do articles on the show, so it's like, can you believe this happened? Like, 2000, like, whatever the show came out, like, 4?
Why do you read it?
It's just a headline there. And I see, like, dies, and I'm like, what? Oh, fuck. It'd be like if you were, like, just scrolling through Twitter, and all of a sudden it said Hess's juicy nutsack, and you're like, what? And then all of a sudden there's a picture of Hess's balls there, and you're like, oh, I looked at Hess's nuts.
I don't think it's
And
anything like that.
And I couldn't help it.
Why are they juicy?
Well, you've heard them.
Stop. You know, if he's not here, we don't have to talk about his nuts.
It's funny. I don't know why he brought it up. We were going to Fry's when he was bringing me here to take me grocery shopping, and he's like, I remember back in the day, like, when I knew you when you were really little, like, back like when you guys worked together. He's like, it's way back then. I was like, yeah, did you look at me then and go, one day, that kid's going to talk about my nutsack every single week? And he goes, no, I didn't think of that. I go, you know what, actually, that would have been weird if you did think that.
Yeah, kind of.
He looks like a 6-year-old boy, and he's like, that kid's going to talk about my nuts a lot.
So how's it stand in Hess's docile?
Lonely.
Aww.
There's it's just his dogs. And there.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy, actually.
It is a little bit. Look, I feel like I get more creeped out at Mima's house than here.
Oh, really?
Because Mima's house will make, like, random-ass noises.
Oh, not creeped out, so you get scared like a little bitch.
At Mima's house sometimes, yeah. Because, like, there's some ghouly stuff going on there.
the house was built in the 90s. Nothing bad happened there. There's no ghosts.
Ghouls can come from the underworld, dude.
No.
Like a demon can just pop out of nowhere.
There's no fucking demons.
Speaking of demons, you want to talk about the boys? That was a bad segue.
Yeah, that's horrible. No, I was gonna say, at least when you're at Mima's, I can come visit you. I fucking hate driving all the way over here.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks balls.
Well, Taylor, to call her out on the podcast, said you're a little bit of an exaggerator, and it's not that bad coming here.
Yeah, she left at noon and came back at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to drive home at 5. So, fuck you, Taylor.
I'll send this clip to her.
Yeah, like she'll ever see it.
She might watch the podcast secretly.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry that, like, we'll talk poop about somebody? I don't know why I said poop. I censored myself there. I was just talking about has this, like, juicy nutsack, and then I go, poop.
Talk poop.
About somebody, and then they'll be like, yeah, I watched your podcast about The Sopranos, and I got to episode 13 when you guys didn't talk about it, and then, heard you say something about me.
No, it's never occurred to me.
Because sometimes we'll be like, yeah, that person in our family, woo, idiot.
No one in our family watches our shit.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
You want to call anybody out? Just to test it? Like, hey, Mima, you hag.
Wow. She'd probably be the only one who would watch it.
Hey, Macy. Just see if anybody's watching.
Well, I'll call Macy out. So,
oh, boy.
were you're on that? No one's gonna understand this except for you. So, that text chain the other day because it was your buddy's first day in kindergarten. My grandson.
Yeah. He's just my buddy, not my nephew.
And he's your buddy.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are, weird.
Makes it sound like I'm
Yeah, I know.
more than an uncle to him, but okay.
Uncle Fucker. So I guess when she dropped him off, she put in the text chain she had, I cried, he cried, and then something. Do you remember what it said?
I don't know if I was actually in that text chain.
Yeah, you were.
Was that I just didn't reply?
Yeah, I don't think you replied the entire fucking time.
Everyone always puts me in those, and I never respond.
Yeah, it's kind of like me having a conversation with me. You talk to me, I don't respond.
Yeah. Let me see.
It's that one with all the fucking numbers.
Oh, I did like them. I did see that because one person put on there.
Do the third one in. Read it.
I don't know. I can't find it. Let me go to the top and search Macy.
It's like literally the third one in.
Oh, okay. So there's he is ready to rock the day. He looks so cute. Such a ham, adorable. Aw. LOL, have a good day. I think you added the wrong number to this group chat, guys. I don't know who any of you are.
Okay, so
I laughed really hard at that.
We talked about this, and there's no way that she added someone that she didn't know because
Yeah, she was like just added a number. Like, let's see if this person likes my son.
you know what? Yeah, and she just typed in 10 digits.
Someone she used to know how to change their number or something. Like it must have been like her grandma or something. And now some teenage slut's getting it and being like, "Who's this boy?"
Wow. So read the one that she said she cried or whatever. It's probably towards the end.
He cried, I cried. Goodness gracious.
I text me mine. The kid he bit cried.
What's that? Oh, the kid he bit cried.
Yeah.
I thought you were quoting like a movie.
No.
Yeah, mom texted me yesterday. People that don't know, he's a psychopath at school. He stabbed somebody. She texted me, he had such a good day at school, blah, blah. He told me, nothing went wrong. And I text back, oh, good day. That means he didn't stab anybody in the ear today?
Right.
It was mom that told me about that. He was at school, and the girl took his ball, so he pulled out, a pin from her hair or whatever.
And stabbed her in the ear.
Stabbed her in the ear. And I was like, what the fuck?
And then the next day he bit somebody, and the next day he punched
And he
someone in the
bit people
stomach.
before that, too. That's why he got kicked out, and they kind of blamed me and said I was violent. And I was like, I wrestled with your kid at his house. I don't teach him to stab people.
They can't, you don't even spend any time with them anymore. They can't
Yeah,
blame you.
that's when we were talking about it here, and I was like, I can't remember the last time I saw him.
Oh, just now you saw a picture of him.
That's true, yeah. But I remember it was a big deal at my school when, I just can't imagine, what people were saying at his school with him stabbing a girl in the ear. Because there was a kid that everybody knew was kind of, mentally not there. But, he was...
Was his name Jerome?
No, that's a different kid.
Oh.
But he wasn't, so far gone to where, he was in, the classes for that, special ed classes. But he was, he was a weird kid.
Mm-hmm.
And also we're like, where is he? And, everybody knew, there was, a scene that happened in, that class before, but no one could tell what. And then all of a sudden we saw there was blood on the floor in the back of the class. So then once we noticed that, the teacher's like, oh, I'll tell you. She told us, him and this kid got in a fight. He picked up a pencil and stabbed the kid in the side of the head with a pencil.
Jesus.
And then 2 or 3 days later, he's back at school.
Oh.
So we're all kind of like, okay, we're steering clear of this kid.
That's probably a good move.
So then I just found it kind of funny that Damien does that, and then like, yeah, now he's going to this new school.
Do you remember when you wrote someone a note that you're going to blow up the school?
I didn't say I was gonna blow up the school, did I?
I thought so.
It was something fucked up like that, but it was a joke to friends, and then some chick saw it and told the teacher. It was the last day of school.
Yeah. Thank God.
I do remember that. Because I remember we were joking around, me and my friend, and, like, the girl didn't see his stuff that we were joking around about stuff. She just saw mine and rips it, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then, yeah, I got in trouble.
Yeah, I'm going to blow the school up.
So then the next school year we saw her, and she tried to be all friends with me, like, oh, I should blow you up. Or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I always hated that girl. For years on later, she tried to be my friend, and I was like, no, fuck you. You got me in trouble. My mom would have come down to school, and we had to walk home together.
Yeah.
Mom didn't drive at the time.
Yeah, what a punishment.
And it was in the summer.
It was the last day of school. They're like, we'd suspend him if it wasn't the last day of school. Okay.
Yeah, so I just went home early.
Yeah.
It was annoying. So you want to talk about The Boys now?
Yeah, we can.
Did you like The Boys?
I did like it.
I liked it a lot. I think his name's The Deep. Did he remind you of Vincent Chase's Aquaman?
No.
His outfit. Do you remember his outfit, right?
His
totally
outfit.
the same outfit. And then what's funny is right as I thought that, all of a sudden he's at the gas station getting gas in a yellow Hummer.
Oh, I do remember that too. Did it have spinning wheels?
I don't think so. I really like the show,
I
though.
guess that's Saul.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting my TV shows mixed up.
I guess it's a lot more graphic in the comics, which I was like, geez, this show's pretty graphic. Like when they kill, spoilers by the way for The Boys, if anybody hasn't watched it. When they kill I See Dead People, like his face got fucked.
Oh yeah.
In bathrooms. I was actually surprised that they killed him.
Yeah, me too.
And then the end, Gus shows up was pretty cool.
Yeah. Were you surprised?
The whole time. So you totally fucked me with that. I was waiting for that the whole fucking show because you text me about that. You finished it way before me. I was on episode 4.
Oh yeah. Well,
and
I want to talk.
I would have
you
finished
about
it earlier, but then Taylor came over, so it made it kind of hard to keep watching it.
Mm-hmm. Because she's not able to watch.
But
TV.
I watched one when she was there, but she's in the middle, and she said she wanted to like start watching it.
She's not.
She probably not won't.
Yeah.
But so the whole time I was like, oh, and they kept showing his girlfriend, and I was like, well, there's no way she's dead. They showed her way too much, and it's Patty from Flash and the wife from Shooter. Like it's a known actress. She's not actually dead.
I never really thought about it.
I was like, there's no way, unless like she just did this as a favor.
They
'cause
did say
knows
she was missing, so I guess I didn't really believe she was dead either. But it wasn't because.
But then I was like, oh, that's gonna be a big twist in the end. She's the boss because you said it was cool and blah blah. And then at this party, and Gus shows up, and I was like, oh fuck, it's Gus. He's the boss. Then I was like, wait, but she still can't be dead though, right? Like I'm not wrong about that. And then that's how it ends, is her being back, which I thought was pretty cool with Homelander's son.
Kid?
Yeah. I thought it was weird because they showed that scene, like they showed a fake scene of her dying and telling him that, and I was like, oh, that seems a bit weird to like just bring her back and do all that and have that happen.
Yeah.
It was cool though. They showed like the son like crawling out of her stomach and shit.
It was very weird that. I mean, they definitely set it up for season 2, huh? Since they had no
I
conclusion.
mean, they already have plans for season 3. I guess there's a huge orgy with superheroes that happens in the comics, and they said they were planning to do that in season 3. They wanted to do it this season, but I guess it'd be too expensive, which I'm not quite sure what happens with a superhero orgy being expensive, but
yeah.
I did download the volume 1 of the comic on Comixology because it was free.
Oh, really?
So it was cool. The cover of it now is the TV show cover.
Oh, that makes sense.
But then what I thought was cool is, and I'm forgetting his name because I'm bad at names. What's Sean's name? Shaun of the Dead?
Oh, Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Huey in the comics was based off of Simon Pegg.
You could kind of see that as. I mean, I didn't see it until you told me, but after you told me, it makes sense.
Yeah, and then I guess in 2007 they tried to make a movie of this, and like Simon Pegg was on, and he was gonna play Huey.
Oh.
So they're now like, okay, well you could be his dad in this, which I thought was kind of cool. They bring him back for that.
I liked Huey a lot.
I did too.
And
at first I thought like, oh, it's gonna be all about him. I thought it was about the other guys just based off the trailer, and I didn't know anything about the boys.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started to like him a lot.
I thought he did really good. The funny thing is everyone's so. He looked familiar to me, so I looked him up.
It's funny once you say that, then I guess he's named the credits too. I was like, oh wow, he does look a lot like his parents.
Yeah, he looks. So his parents are Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan.
Well, it's funny, in the credits too, it says whatever Quaid. I don't know his first name, and I was like, is that how you saw it, or did you look him up?
I looked it up after I saw the credits. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, is he in anything else? Because I know I've seen this guy before.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I knew that Dennis Quaid was his dad, then every time he'd like make a little smirk, I'm like, oh my god, he looks just like him.
That's funny.
You know?
Do you have a favorite superhero of the 7?
Well, the Deep was pretty goddamn funny because
Every time he tried to, I really like that. I wish there was more of that. Of every time he tried to help something out, like the sea stuff and all that, he just fucked it up. Like the dolphin one was funny, but I think because you kind of told me about the funny dolphin scene, so then the lobster one I thought was even funnier because he's like, hey, bro, I'll help you out, and then he's like, no, this one, and they set him on the table and then just fucking stabs it in the head.
Which is funny. So like, there's all the lobster in there, and he's like, no, this one. So he couldn't talk to the other one. Like, was the other one like?
That's what I thought too. The other one's like, hey, no.
Yeah, the other one's like, fuck you.
I
Dude.
was disappointed that we didn't get to hear the dolphin or the lobster talk. Actually,
Did you expect him to have gills?
no, that was his sex scene was really weird when the
Yeah.
girl's like, yeah, you like getting your gills fucked, you like getting your gills, and it started going. And he's like, oh, and then he kind of seemed like he started liking it.
Yeah, it was very gross.
I
and
was
weird.
really afraid. The scene where he goes crazy and shaves his head and stuff. A little bit before that, he was like rubbing his body, and I think he like shaved his chest and all that. They made it look weird and sexy.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna start fingering his own gill
Oh,
because they started doing stuff. I was like, oh no, and then they were playing music, and I was like, I really don't want to see you finger.
Instead,
your
we
gill.
just got an ass shot. Saw his
Yeah.
a- What about the first time we saw his ass?
Which part was that?
That was when what's the girl's name? Yeah.
I
I was gonna say Starlight, but that's
Yeah,
not
it is Starlight,
is
isn't it?
Starlight?
was gonna say Star Bright, and I was like, that's not it. I think it is Starlight. I'll Google it real quick.
Maybe just put it up on IMDb. But so the first time, and he's like talking to her, and she's saying that she had a crush on him and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then she just turns around, and he's like fucking.
Oh yeah, and he's naked there. Yeah, he's like, what? You said you had a crush on me?
Yeah, that was fucking weird. Like that was the first. I was like, whoa, this is different.
Yeah.
You know.
It is cool though, 'cause like a lot of shows are like, oh, we're the different superhero show, and you're like, yeah, whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But this one actually is. Yeah, it's Starlight.
I mean, if you watch Arrow or Flash, they've never had like a little tiny guy jump into another girl's vagina.
That might have been a deleted scene in Legend Tomorrow with Adam. You never know.
I had never seen it. Plus, I don't watch Legends, so it doesn't matter.
I don't either. Actually, I quit that last season.
Yeah, because it sucks.
A little bit, yeah. But I'm probably gonna have to watch it now 'cause it's part of the crossover. And again, then
Fuck that. I'm not
Okay.
falling for that shit.
I do want to watch.
Does that mean you're gonna watch Black Lightning too?
No, I'll watch that when the bits come. That's not even an episode of the crossover. He's just gonna be in it,
Oh.
so we don't need to watch that. But I do plan on watching Supergirl 'cause I've heard of all the CW shows last year 'cause I quit in the middle of that, and I watched the John Cryer ones, which were pretty good. He's actually a really good Lex Luthor. But I heard that one was the best of the shows last year. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll give it a try.
I was disappointed in Flash and Arrow last year.
I was too, 'cause they both started out like really good. Like I
Mhm.
love the prison stuff in Arrow, and like I thought Flash stuff was cool with his daughter. But then after a while, Flash's stuff
Fucking, I
kind
just wanted
of
to
got the
murder his
same.
daughter.
His daughter got really annoying by the end.
Yeah, it's like doing a podcast with you.
Excuse me. Like in the beginning, I'm all fun and like.
Yeah, by the end of it, you're
it's
like,
cute.
Jesus fucking Christ, just go back to your own fucking
You know
timeline.
what I did see, and I'm super excited for this coming up season of Flash.
A prostate exam?
Yeah, I saw a screenshot of some people on set, and they had Cisco back in his vibe suit with his powers.
I thought he
I-
got rid of those.
Yeah, he did. But guess who else the show got rid of? That's back.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Kid Flash, baby, he's back. Why do you hate Kid Flash so much?
I think because he's lame.
I love Kid Flash.
Why don't you marry him?
I would.
Probably.
We could have little speedster babies.
Where would they come out of?
My vagina.
Interesting. I don't know, he's just pretty lame.
He was a lot better in Legends of Tomorrow. He did a lot of cool shit on there.
Because they didn't have a
He-
Flash.
He fought Reverse Flash on there and stuff. He stole someone's pants.
What?
Some real cool shit. He was a lot of fun on Legends of Tomorrow.
How's stealing pants cool?
Because the guy was like, oh, where's my pants?
That does sound cool. Well, you're really selling him.
Let me see. What else do I got on my notes here to talk about?
Hobbs and Shaw.
Anything else you want to say about The Boys?
I liked it a lot.
I did too. I'm excited that it is going to get more seasons and stuff. I didn't know this.
I didn't like the ending.
I did think the ending was like, okay, I felt like they knew they were already going to get a season 2 at that point, so they're just like,
Yeah.
we're just going to continue here. Because it wasn't like an oh shit moment for me, because the whole time I'm like, but she's not dead. And then they talk about his son, I'm like, oh, his son has to be alive too. Like, it
Well,
seemed pretty obvious.
I also don't like that what's the fucking guy's name?
Homelander?
Yeah. I don't think he's like, at least Superman has kryptonite. He doesn't have kryptonite.
I think that's. Did you know this was actually a DC comic at first?
Mm.
It was DC, like, 'cause they had, like, Vertigo and other sites. I don't remember what the other side company was. But then because of all, like, the weird shit that goes on in this and sexual stuff, DC is like, yeah, we're not really comfortable. So after 6 or 7 issues, they canceled it. So then the guy just took it and brought it over somewhere else and continued going, and it became a success.
Oh, really?
But it's the same guy that wrote Preacher.
I could see that.
Once I saw that in the end credits, I was like, oh, I can tell that. It seems very similar. Then it makes sense that Seth Rogen, like, liked Preacher or this and went to both.
It was funny that he was in, like, a scene.
Oh, yeah, that clip's actually online. They did that to promote it, and I thought it was just a promotional thing. Because, yeah, my first one is the Black Mirror or whatever. Excited. What do you think about the movie? And it cuts to that guy, and he says absolutely nothing. He's like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
And then he was in it for, like, 2 seconds.
Yeah, they had that whole panel. They had, like, Tara Reid and shit in there.
Yeah, that was weird at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, is she supposed to have superpowers in this or something? Because it was, like, in them, and then it went to I See Dead People, and what was his name? Like, the Mesmerizer or something?
Yeah. And then Billy Zane was there. There's all kinds of, like, random people.
I do have Hobbs and Shaw and stuff, but since we're talking about superheroes, let's just continue this real quick, and then we'll go to Hobbs and Shaw. What did you think about the Titans 2 trailer?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
No.
I sent it to you.
I know, and I was like, oh, cool. It comes out then? I just saw it.
Do you want to watch it live on the podcast?
Sure.
Should I do laptop or should I do it on my phone?
Let's do it on
my
your fucking phone.
It looks like they went, like, all out. Like, last season was cool, but they went all out on this one.
Well, I think when I finally saw when you sent it to me on Twitter, I think I was in my car. You know, you're not allowed to go back.
Yeah, we'll do this. I'll put it in. Oh, wait, hold on, let me get my mic. Really?
You can tell where it has his house. Maybe stick
I'll put in the trailer for people that you can watch it with us, I guess. So Nick hasn't seen it because he's an asshole. I sent it to him like 4 days ago.
Okay.
It looks great to me.
Hey, it's Jorah.
So even just like the trailer, like the first trailer for this show was pretty shitty, originally.
I don't remember that, but
Titans 2.0. Titans Next Generation.
This part has me excited too. Doesn't look pretty cool though.
yeah, it does look cool.
Like it seems like they have a little more faith in it than last season. Because like last season they let Beast Boy turn into a tiger and that was it.
Yeah.
Now they have like Superboy on there and Wonder Girl and Aqualad and so much shit. Crypto the Super Dog.
Yeah, I
think Jericho and I can't think of the other kid's name. It's Deathstroke's kids. They're supposed to be in the Titans and
oh really?
Shit goes wrong too. Yeah.
Yeah, there was like more people in there than I even remember you telling me about.
Yeah, I like that Hawk and Duffer back in it. I was kind of worried that they were gonna get rid of them.
I wasn't their biggest fan.
I like
that was
them
probably
a
my
lot.
least favorite thing of
Oh really?
Titans, but
I like them a lot. It might be because I like the actor and actress too,
probably.
but I like them. I think it's cool that they're back in it.
Hawk and Dove.
Mm-hmm.
They should do their own little sideshow.
They were going to. I don't know what happened. Probably got canceled
I
like
think we
everything
know what
else.
happened.
I was the only one.
was gonna
I
be
was the only one that liked it. That's
no,
what
it was gonna
happened.
be Hawk, Dove, and Wally West.
I fucking hate you. I can't believe I sent you something you didn't watch it. What a dick.
I didn't. Yeah, I forgot.
You're such an asshole. So you want to talk about Hobbs and Shaw?
Guess. So, what's your favorite part of the movie? Was it the part where the sweat was dripping down your neck?
Yeah. Oh my god. So we had to go to the theater by Hess's house for some reason. 'Cause some dildos
Some
watching Hess's
fucking
house.
assholes over here.
And we go in
So I
there
drove down here twice.
twice. Oh yeah. Fucking relax, dude.
I'm fucking throwing it. Put egg in your pants.
Yeah, we did chefing around earlier today, and there's egg all over my pants. I don't know if you can see this,
You're showing your cock?
but so we
A
went.
normal person would change his pants.
It's true. I could have gone pantless for the podcast. But so we had to go. We went to the theater by Hess's house right over here, and first we walk in, and there's just no one there ripping tickets or anything.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so we're walking in, and we're like,
we just literally walked.
we're just
right
like,
in.
okay, we didn't even need to buy tickets. We could have we get them for free because we're thingy.
What happened is, so I walk in, I was like, oh, fuck it. There's no one here. I'm like- so I just kept going, and then I guess no one's taking tickets. Yeah, I guess not. And then Taylor's like, that's weird. And then 5 minutes later.
As we're walking, like, so it's there. And then we're like, okay, we're down on theater 11. So we walk a little bit, turn, we're walking into theater 11, and Angela's like, with my mom, wait, is no one gonna rip our tickets? And we're like,
Yeah.
we're talking about that 5 minutes ago.
Plus, like, you can't rip our phones.
Yeah, they were just getting a little thing. But so then we go into the theater, and we're like, oh boy, it's hot. But the air will kick on when the movie starts, right? And the trailers start going, and we're like,
It was literally 115 that day,
yeah.
and their air wasn't working. I think that's
I think they forgot to change their filter like we did at our house.
maybe. I think that's part of the reason I didn't enjoy the movie as much.
I agree, because everyone's online talking how much they loved it, and I was like, it was good. Although, like I said when we did Unearthly Duo,
I know.
there's a lot of the stuff was in the trailer which I was afraid about.
Yeah.
Which, although, to me, the best part of the movie, which I hope they do a spin-up of this, was Ryan Reynolds. Spoilers. We're going to spoil some of the cameos, by the way.
Everything's a spoiler.
Yeah. But Ryan Reynolds was the best. I loved that. There's even...
I even liked the Kevin Hart stuff.
Yeah, his stuff was decent. He almost got too much.
Almost.
But then they went away.
Ryan Reynolds almost got too much, too.
Oh, really? I liked Ryan Reynolds stuff. I guess they filmed his stuff, like, very recently. You can kind of tell because Game of Thrones was in it a lot, but
Yeah.
I like
they
that.
totally spoiled Game of Thrones.
I think that might be what I liked about it most, is he's like, yeah, can you believe the ending, blah, blah, and, like, just going off on it.
Could you imagine if, like, we were doing the podcast before and Hess hadn't seen, like, some stuff? And
that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But I can't think of the guy's name now. I feel like a dick.
Oh, it's Ryan
I
Reynolds.
forget everybody's name, but the guy who created Deadpool, he put a thing on Instagram saying there's a certain character that The Rock could play in X-Force for Ryan Reynolds and all that, and saying, and The Rock was even like, oh yeah, who do I have to talk about to be in there, and so that. So now there's like rumors that like The Rock is gonna be in Deadpool 3 basically and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Which either way, I feel like The Rock and Reynolds would be a funny pair. Cause like they're very different. Like him and Jason Statham, I think they did all the jokes they could in the other Fast and Furious movies. So then in this one, it was like the same shit over and over again.
It was kind of the same shit, but like I don't watch those movies, so to me it was funny.
Like the best scene of them isn't even in this movie. It's them, like their prison fight in the baby scene in the previous movie, which I think people loved that so much. That's why they made this. And then
I'm sure.
And then it was, to me, it was okay, but it seemed a lot of setup to be like, no, other movies can be in this universe too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I do find it funny that a lot of the Fast and Furious guys are making fun of this.
I don't know why it's the same shit.
Like Vin Diesel, and maybe not Vin Diesel, but what's the guy that spoiled Beats?
Tyree? Is that his
Tyrese Gibson?
Tyrese, yeah.
He was like, he put up like an Instagram picture, like, not gonna say I told you so, but, and because this was the one that made the lowest amount of money, like underneath Fast and Furious 3, which is like the shittiest one.
Oh, really?
Which, I mean, still a ton of money. I think he's doing pretty well.
I have no idea. I haven't looked.
From what I've heard, I think he's doing really well overseas, but I think here it's doing like okay. Like it's there's
maybe
definitely gonna be another one.
Maybe they didn't turn the air on in the rest of the theaters.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I think if there was air conditioning, I would have enjoyed it a little more. But then for this part, any part that like I already saw in the trailer and stuff that got stale, I was like, "Okay, can we move on? It's hot in here. I want to go home."
Yeah, that was part of the problem.
Even like the end credits, like we knew it was Ryan Reynolds in the end, and we're like, "Can you hurry up, please? It's hot."
Yeah, it was really bad. I actually wanted to go take a piss afterwards because I knew the air was on in there because I peed before the movie. Like that's not a good sign.
Yeah, it was weird that like it was like.
So shout out to the
specifically
AMC
just
on
chose our
Ray
data.
Road.
Yeah, shout out to you fuckers. Maybe next time turn your air on. They did have their air when we saw Black Klansman like 2 years ago there though. So.
Yeah, so you're 1 for 2.
Yeah. This is pretty old by now, but we were waiting to talk about it here. You want to talk about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Sure. Did we see it?
Maybe. Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't.
Uh,
I saw it twice.
You did see it twice. What a little bitch.
I liked it better the second time. I loved it, but I liked it better the second time.
I liked it a lot.
Taylor said that she enjoyed it the second time more too.
Yeah, I know, she told me.
Because she wasn't like looking for shit.
What was she looking for? Like,
She was trying to find like a hidden Ryan Reynolds in the background. I was
Hey,
like, he's
there's
not
all
in the
the-
movie. I'm gonna put a new battery in there real quick.
So I can dock? Hey, camera, how's it going? So currently, Jerome is changing the battery because he's a fucking dildo and didn't charge it. No, I wouldn't do that. Now, you did say it had 91 minutes when we started.
That's what it said.
You're like, you're going to talk to me for 91 minutes? And I said, I doubt it. You're pretty fucking boring. Put your penis in my hand.
All right, we only got 15 minutes to talk.
Okay.
So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once upon a time.
I really, really liked it. Where does it rank in your Quentin Tarantino movies? Which I know you haven't seen all of his, but
No, I haven't. I haven't seen a movie with Quentin Tarantino that he's made in a while. I'm not really sure why. I haven't seen.
well, 'cause we weren't going to the movies for a while when
I didn't.
Hateful Eight came out and stuff like that.
I didn't see Hateful Eight, and I didn't see Inglourious Bastards. I think those are the only two I haven't seen.
I watched half of the Hateful Eight though, because they did it into like a series on Netflix, the extended version, which I saw. Which I'm excited for this. They're supposedly taking the extended cut of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and doing the same thing with it.
Oh, really?
So they'll do like it'll be 6 episodes instead of making like a 6-hour DVD.
Right.
Which I was like, I think that'd be pretty cool as a show.
It makes sense that he's doing this shit with Netflix if he really wants to make a show about.
Yeah, that's because
show.
supposedly he's making a show of Leonardo DiCaprio's character. I think it's part of the Bounty Law one. I would assume if they're gonna make
Yeah.
one, so that'd be interesting.
Where does it rank? It's not as good as Pulp Fiction. It's not as good as Jackie Brown.
Yeah, I agree. It's not his best, but I really liked it.
It's probably up. But it's hard because I only seen it once. Like it's probably. I liked it a lot. Leonardo DiCaprio was really good. So was Brad Pitt. When we left the theater, you said you liked Brad Pitt's character more, or his performance more.
Yeah, the second time watching it, I was like, I can't choose. The first time I was like, I think Brad Pitt. Like they were both amazing in it, but I thought I liked Brad Pitt more. And then the second time I was like, oh, they're both great.
And then Taylor said the first time she liked Brad Pitt more, and then the second time she liked Leonardo DiCaprio more.
Oh, that's funny. So we both changed our minds a little after watching it again.
So they were just both really, really good.
Yeah.
But like third or fourth.
Yeah, it's definitely up there in my top movies. Like it was really, really good.
Like
I love it. Might be my favorite ending to a thing ever. Because leading up to it, I was like in my seat, like I was like getting anxious. Like I was like, oh fuck, like, oh she's pregnant now. Oh fuck, and I was like, I don't want to see Leonardo DiCaprio get killed or Brad Pitt, and oh my god. And then the people walk in and Brad Pitt's high on acid from his cigarette, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is getting worse. And then he throws the can of dog food at that lady's head, and the second the can of dog food hits her, I'm like, just so much relief. And then I was like so happy in the scene. And he's just beating the shit out of people. Then she goes outside and falls in the water. Leonardo DiCaprio's like, what the fuck has been happening? And then flame throws her.
That was fucking amazing.
Like the whole scene, like I could watch that on repeat. I loved that.
And I was the same way. As it gets towards the end, I was like, what? I don't think
Because it's like fun the whole time.
And I don't think I can watch this. Like, I don't want to see her get fucking killed.
Especially because you know it's Quentin Tarantino, so like it'll get gory.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Like when he throws a can of dog food at that girl's face, it fucks her up.
I honestly thought he was going to make it so, like, they were going after Leonardo DiCaprio, but they accidentally went to Sharon Tate's house.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking, and I was like, oh, so, like, they're to blame for this whole fucking thing? And then it wasn't. He just changed.
Yeah, and then he ends up going and hanging out with
reality.
Sharon Tate. Yeah. Which I think that was the better way to go, because the other way, I would be like, fuck, that was a good movie, but I don't want to watch that ending again.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I could have handled it.
I saw what's funny is like some people at first were trying to give the Sharon Tate stuff some shit, which her sister helped them like make the character and stuff. So it's hard to be like, don't do that if like the family's okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people didn't like the portray of Bruce Lee.
Oh.
Like even his daughter was like, that's not how he would have acted. He wasn't picking fights. He was avoiding fights and blah blah blah. So I'm like, it's a movie. Like if someone like portrayed you in a movie and all of a sudden you were blowing dudes, I go, wow, great portray of my dad. That's what he was doing on the reg, dog.
I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face.
No, but like that's a movie. Like people should know that's not exactly what the person's like.
It's not like Quentin Tarantino was around.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just like he just wanted a goofy stuntman, and he's like, and why not make it Bruce Lee at the time? Because like he's interacting with fake characters anyways.
right, totally. The Bruce Lee thing was funny. People didn't get over themselves.
Yeah, I really loved it because I thought he was gonna kick Brad Pitt's ass, and then Brad Pitt throws him into the car. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I think it to me it's better too than like portraying them exactly how they work, because then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, he's a like badass, but then having him like lose to Brad Pitt was like better because it like made me like, oh, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, it was just it's a better story. The whole kind of like the ending. It's just it was better. I saw he was on Quentin Tarantino was on Jimmy Fallon. We were at Mima's. Were you there?
I doubt it.
Or were you here?
I don't think I saw that.
So they were talking about how he changed reality.
Mm-hmm.
I think no, it wasn't Jimmy Fallon. It was Jimmy Kimmel. And we're watching it with Mima, who hasn't seen it yet. We were like,
Oh.
he's like, I don't want to give anything away, but you kind of change reality. I'm like, that totally gives everything
Yeah.
away.
If you're watching the movie thinking that, when you get to the end, you're like, oh, well, that's not gonna happen.
Right. But then he talked about Inglourious Bastards. I guess he kills Hitler in it.
Yeah, I've
I
heard.
didn't
I've
know
heard that.
that.
People are talking about this. They said, well, he did it in English Bastards, and I was like, oh, see, I never saw that because I was like, it's just a movie about like them doing stuff. I didn't really care, but now I'm kind of curious to see that. I might be stupid sounding with this, but I didn't know.
Usually.
I didn't know he made Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, yeah, you're stupid.
Like, but I think that came out when like I didn't care about a lot of that shit.
You know, it was the first Blu-ray we ever owned.
I do remember that we had it, and you guys, we started it, and then I don't know. I went to go play Xbox or something.
Well, what happened was is we started watching it, like, we're like, oh, we got a Blu-ray player for Christmas. Cool. Because it was like $200 or something.
Now
back
we
then.
have like 14 in the house.
Yeah, and we got a Blu-ray. It was and we put it in, but we didn't have, I think, the HDMI cord or something. I think we were doing
so
it.
we were watching it like in a Blu-ray player, but like on like standard definition.
It was
cords?
fucking black and white, and it was horrible. And it was like we watched like half. There wasn't even any English in it, and like we watched all the way through, and we were just like, you know what? Let's hook it up right tomorrow, and we'll just watch it then.
And then never did.
And then we're like, yeah, now we don't want to sit through that first part again.
Yeah, I get that.
So I should now because I don't even remember it.
Yeah, like I didn't remember that it was in English in the beginning.
Yeah, there are very few words that were English.
Wow.
In the first hour, if that I remember.
Wow. Anything else you gonna say about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little late now, but I recommend people seeing it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
It was great. No,
I
I was just
really
giving
like
you
it. It is.
I was giving you shit. No, I really liked it. It's one of my favorite movies this year.
Yeah, it is very long, but yeah, it's one of the best we've seen in a while. We've seen some stinkers lately.
Some stinkers?
Stinkers.
We've seen some stinkers lately.
Do you care about Venom 2? Which is one of the things I wrote down.
Venom 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Andy Serkis is gonna direct it.
Does that give you a boner?
A little bit. Do you think he'll throw some apes in it?
I hope not.
I saw Disney wants to make more Planet of the Apes movies, like continuing off the other franchise, and I was like, fuck yeah, Disney. You go, Disney. Make all the money.
Does it make you like Eddie Murphy more that he likes Planet of the Apes?
110%.
I figured, because you're fucking
I didn't do it because you showed me a lot of it, but I almost watched that comedian Cars Getting Coffee just because he talked about Planet of the Apes in it.
I watched that the second it came out.
I really want to sit you down. They're long, but watch all the original Planet of the Apes.
I want to sit you down and watch all the Debbies do Dallas.
Okay.
And then Debbie does.
We were talking. I don't think
Alabama.
Mima knows what that is because one time.
She knows what it is.
One time we were talking about. She's like, "What movie you guys want to watch?" And I go, "Debbie Does Dallas." Mima goes, "I want to watch Barney Does Dallas." And
Someone's horny.
okay, jackass, we're doing a podcast here. And Will's like, Grandma, do you know what that is? And she's like, I forget what. She's like, what? Isn't it like a road trip movie? She might have been playing up to Willow.
Yeah, I think
But she basically said she wanted to fuck her dog in front of us.
so. Yeah. Like, you haven't fucked a dog in front of people.
That's true. But so do you care about Andy Serkis directing?
Not really.
You don't care?
Not a
It gets me
flying-
excited a little bit.
Doesn't do shit for me.
I'll do some shit for you.
Does it? Don't even. Do you think, what was his character in Black Panther?
Claw?
Think he'll be in Venom?
That'd be pretty cool, actually, if they tied in that way.
Yeah,
He's
they
dead,
won't.
though, and he can come back. Anybody can come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did I write down? Do you want to know about the Friday the 13th movie I watched?
Not really.
So, watching this, I've never seen this one. I was like, it's like Friday the 13th 7 or whatever. He fights a witch.
Oh, we have him on DVD, but you've never seen it, huh?
I don't know how much time we have left. This might just cut off. But yeah, I swear to God, me and Taylor have never. We watched it. We have no memory of this one. But it's like the exact same plot of Freddy versus Jason, except
really?
except like last minute or a little bit beforehand, they were like, "Fuck, we actually can't get Freddy in this," because like they just couldn't come to an agreement. So they're like, "Okay, but what if we had it be what's the girl that has the blood poured on her?
Carrie?
Carrie. Yeah, what if they had Carrie versus Jason?"
Really?
So they threw that in there basically, except didn't call it Carrie. And it's this chick, and she ends up accidentally killing her father in the beginning. Seems very on purpose, but whatever. And she's trying to bring her dad back to life years later. And what do you know? She accidentally brings Jason back to life in the same water because they both were in the same water.
I hate it when that happens, when your dad drowns in the
Yeah, I
same.
know. So then the movie goes on, and it's a basic Friday the 13th, and Jason's killing people. But then she starts using like her powers and shit, fighting him. And then the movie, like, everything, after a certain point, she's with her boyfriend, it becomes the ending of Freddy vs. Jason, where, like, they're out in the dock, and they're throwing Jason in the water, and there's fire and all this stuff. Like,
Wait.
it's like the same plot.
Did you say dark or doc?
Doc.
Okay.
You might have said doc. I don't know, whatever, I can't
No,
tell.
I honestly didn't know.
But it's, like, the same plot after a certain bit, and we're like, oh, they totally just used, like, this script to make Freddy vs. Jason later on.
Which is funny because I wouldn't even notice.
You probably wouldn't because you're a little loser. But it's very
The only thing I
similar.
remember about Freddy vs. Jason is when that kid that looked like Jason Mewes goes, "Oh, that goalie's fucking pissed."
You know what makes that even funnier?
Hmm.
Is there's a documentary about all the Nightmare on Elm Streets,
Mhm.
and when they get to Freddy vs. Jason, all of a sudden it cuts to Jason Mewes there, and he's like, "Yeah, when I was filming that movie, man, like he keeps going on and on." He's like, "Wait a minute, I wasn't in that movie."
Oh, that's.
And then
funny.
like they go away, and then like then it cuts to them all talking about how like it was basically Jason Mewes, but we couldn't get Jason Mewes or whatever.
How do you not be able to get Jason Mewes?
Or like maybe they didn't ask him. I don't know what it was. For some reason he wasn't in it, but then they got him for the documentary. But me and
That's
Taylor were like dying laughing because we were watching. We were like in us at the part. And we're like, I wonder if they'll mention that like, oh, this was based off Jay and Silent Bob and blah 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 blah. And then all of a sudden he's there.
I mean, he's in Scream. Can he be in fucking?
Oh yeah, they are in Scream 3, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, I really like Scream 3. I think I'm one of the only people.
Well, we have like a minute left. You want to talk about what I wanted to talk about?
Sure, yeah. It'll warn us, I think. Maybe, hopefully.
I like when you get up and stare to see how much
And
time
then
you
I
have.
can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mindhunter.
Oh yeah, you can talk about mine. It cuts off right now.
So I've been for the last like week and a half. I've been trying to get you to watch it.
You haven't been trying that hard. You've
No.
been mentioning it. Hey, you don't want to drive home in traffic. You want to watch the first episode of Mindhunter?
No, fuck you.
Okay, can't say I tried. It's live on podcast.
What were you gonna say?
Camera, I don't know.
So I watched the first season like about 2 years ago. I think
Mhm.
it came out 3 years ago.
Oh, so you watched it a year after it was already out?
Yeah.
I watched it 4 years.
Mom watched it like I think at work.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, this is really good. That's all she ever said about it. So I watched it and really enjoyed it. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna make a season 2." And then it's been like 2 years since I
Yeah.
watched it. So season 2 comes out next Friday.
What has me interested about season 2 is it has the guy that played Charles Manson in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in it as Charles Manson.
So what I didn't realize, so I watched the first episode again with Taylor like last Friday, I think. or
Something
whatever.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, and she liked it too. It's basically about the beginning of like the behavioral unit at the FBI.
Yeah, she was telling me about it a little bit like that. And like no one like he's from like, no, this is how you guys could catch the bad guy, and they're like, no, you're stupid.
Yeah, so at the end of the first episode, they're like, "We're gonna go talk to," and I don't remember the guy's name, but his nickname's the Co-ed Killer. Some
Mhm.
guy is 6'9", like 300 pounds, and he fucking cut his mom's head off, and then like fucked her throat and stuff.
Wow,
Yeah,
sounds like a good time.
yeah, you would say that. So, but like we were finished episode 1, and Taylor's like, "Why does that name sound familiar?" And she like looks it up, and it's actually a real serial killer.
Yeah, I saw those videos on YouTube like comparing like real life to that, and I saw it might be that guy. I saw a picture of like a fat looking guy compared to like a guy, and the guy wasn't so fat. He's like, a little skinnier, but like they looked very similar.
I mean, 6'9", 300 pounds. He wasn't tiny, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same guy, but I saw there is comparisons online to like from what they showed to what the real person was.
Yeah. So and then they talked to another guy like I don't know from Florida, like episode 3 or 4, and he's more of a dirtbag I think than like the first guy they talked to is intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you kind of don't trust what he's saying because you feel like he's playing with you a little bit, like telling you what you want to hear. But you don't know. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And then the second guy just seems like a dirtbag. But yeah, I look him up. I'm like reading what he did, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. So and then they solve a couple things as they go through it. But it was 10 episodes. It was really good when I watched it, so I'm excited to watch the second season.
But
But-
do you need to watch all of season 1 to watch 2?
I don't know if you need to or not because I haven't seen 2.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but it's good enough that I think you should watch it.
Okay, maybe I'll watch it tonight because I finished everything else I was watching here. Like I have on my list. I finished Swamp Thing and I was disappointed.
It's better than Swamp Thing, I can guarantee you that.
Where did you stop at Swamp Thing? Like episode 5?
4 or 5.
The
Not on purpose. I just kind of forgot about it,
Yeah.
which is not a good sign.
you could tell. I know everyone's. Oh my god! I can't believe they somehow made an ending out of it. You could tell there was more plans, and like there's an end credit scene, and that's totally a scene that they most likely filmed and was like, oh fuck, that's supposed to be for like episode 12. Okay, well that's our end credit scene.
Wow.
Because it's like it's one of the people that's in the show now turns into a swamp monster. I think it's like Mind Thing or something thing. It's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks really, really cool. The guy looked awesome. We'll never see it again unless they put it in like Titans or Doom Patrol or something.
Right.
But I was a little disappointed in the ending. Like honestly, like you could probably guess what happens in the end just from where you're at, which is not good.
Probably not.
Yeah. At the end, I was like, wow, I hurried up and watched it here so it didn't get spoiled for me. I was like, now I know no one's talking about it because it just kind of ends.
It started off hot.
Yeah.
But
I think, honestly, if I didn't know, like if they would have waited until that last episode came out to announce it was canceled, I would have enjoyed the show more. I don't know why they did it right then, because everyone's like, oh, whatever, I'll watch it when I can't. Camera turned off. I'll watch it when I can, because whatever, it's done.
right.
You want to wrap up this podcast?
It kind of reminds me of Shooter.
I could see that, yeah. That's why I
Yeah.
quit watching Shooter. Because it's like, oh, it's over. Never seen anything else of it.
Yeah, me too. They're like, oh, you gonna finish watching Shooter? No, it's got canceled. Like, what's the point?
Yeah. But all right, thanks for watching Random Ramblings. Please like, subscribe, comment down below something. And we'll see you guys next time.
Comment down below if you have egg on your pants.
Ghouls can come from the Underworld, dude.